Well, good evening, everybody, and we welcome you ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we're just about ready for action. Texas. They're scheduled for 12. Here's round number 1. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Why is the hook, when done properly and when landed really well, one of the most dangerous punches in all boxing?
Because the fighter who's fighting doesn't see it coming. You know, it requires good peripheral vision. It's coming from the side, not right down the middle. It's not coming in that front door. And when it hits you where you don't see it coming, it is devastating.
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Snaps that jab out. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. And he just holds on there. Good smooth work by the assassin. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Blocks that belt line well. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Unable to connect by Norton. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Good way to protect the midsection.
Listen, you're getting caught up. You're getting caught up in fighting his fight.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Bone Crusher's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking a shot.
Defense, more defense.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Left hand came after the jab. And he engages in the clinch. Halfway through this round here. He just missed that shot up top. Able to cover up that gut. Holmes is ripped by an uppercut. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking one. And now he's targeting upstairs. He digs in with an uppercut after blocking that shot away. Holmes is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Keep working the body.
Okay, relax, relax. Take a deep breath. This fight is real close. I mean, real close. So let those hands go. Let them go this round. This is the time. We need to outpunch them.
And round number 3 is underway. Good block by Holmes. The assassin's right hand scores well that time. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Bone Crusher's giving us something to think about early on in this fight here, but his opponent has even more to think about. He has established the jab already.
Yes, he has established the jab, and now his opponent has to think about moving his head so he can get past it.
Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep him off balance. Stay effective.
Come on, come on.
Missed that uppercut. Bone Crusher's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Combo lands upstairs.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
And the round comes to an end.
Want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you gotta stay busy out there, all right? Because you're losing this fight. Why? Because you're not throwing any punches.
Holmes is enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Bone Crusher. Norton's defense is paying off now. What impact from that uppercut by Bone Crusher.
Back to the body.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good uppercut by Bone Crusher.
That's okay, that's okay. Let it go, let it go.
Seconds to go in round number 4. Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Holmes is coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counter punch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin, and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down too.
Holmes' movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Fires right back at him. Solid left hand to the head. Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut.
Back to the body.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Don't stay in one spot.
We count down the final moments of this round. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. The assassin's resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, and to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
A smart and resourceful uppercut by Bone Crusher. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Good work with that lead hand, doubling up the jab by Holmes. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. The assassin jacked up by an uppercut. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. The assassin's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. You see him holding on. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot.
Get out of that corner, come on, get out of there.
Trying to cage him in that corner right there. The assassin's left, working well that time. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Bone Crusher's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
A classic 1-2 combo by the assassin. Holmes is being so very effective, punching in combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Bone Crusher's left, landing well. Scoring with the right hand by Norton. Did you see that? Oh, and here comes the first challenge of his night. Down he goes.
Get up, get up.
2,
Get up.
3.
Let's go, get up now, get up.
Holmes is getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. Norton's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Little double jab to the head. That's a fierce left hand that landed by Bone Crusher. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. The assassin's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Norton's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustment.
So we've come to the halfway point of what has been a very highly competitive bout. And Teddy, if it stays that way throughout this night, then this is going to be an all-time classic.
Smart, come on now, hands up.
Holmes is doing a good job of being strong on his feet right now. He was rocked in that last round, but his opponent doesn't appear to be seeing any damage standing opposite him. And now he brings the left hand upstairs.
Keep pushing.
Solid right by Norton. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Halfway through the 7th round. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Bone Crusher.
Hey, get out of there. You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see that.
Nice work with the jab by Bone Crusher. Able to counter that attack. Holmes has got his back up against the ropes here again after being knocked down earlier. You think, okay, that's to his detriment, but in a strange way, does his opponent have to be careful?
Yeah, he has to be careful he doesn't fall into a false sense of security.
Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. And he's holding. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. You can see him timing that double jab to the head.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Just keep throwing punches. It's almost done.
I don't need that. I'll throw that away.
Bone Crusher's been applying pressure all night long, and as we start round number 8 here, we see that he has a slight lead on your scorecards. That's a good sign for him. His pressure is being rewarded.
Yeah, it's effective pressure. You know, it's one thing to just walk in, but that doesn't always mean you're winning. He's walking in behind the jab, keeping his opponent defensive, and it's paying off for him.
He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Holmes is making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Holmes is fighting this fight as if somebody glued the bottom of his shoes to the canvas, Teddy.
Somebody should check that right now. If I was in the corner, I'd call the referee over and say, hey, can you check that for me?
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? What a big-time power punch by Bone Crusher. Norton's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. The Assassin's crushed by a right hand. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. And a good counter by Holmes. Bone Crusher's punch didn't come close. The Assassin's corner is letting him know, take a good breath now between rounds, but then go out there and win this fight. It's really close. If he just pushes a little harder, he can go right over the edge and get it. Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout. Seemingly in control, and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up, and bang.
Norton's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. They both decide to bring it. Good effective work with that straight right hand. He does it again, Teddy. He's really made a commitment to the body work.
And you know, that's only half of the problem for his opponent right now, because you know what's coming late. He's going to climb the ladder. He's going to go upstairs.
Halfway through the 9th round.
Do that again. That looked good. Do that one more time.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Solid. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10.
That's it. The fight is over. The assassin smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count. By way of knockout, your winner, Professor Norton. I like the way he finished things tonight, Teddy. Bone Crusher's your winner by knockout in a fight that he controlled throughout.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, and just as importantly, or more importantly, his trainer, his manager, and his promoter like it, because that means that he's going to be easy to sell now to television.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.
We only here for a little somewhere in the middle, and I'm right back to my old ways. I'm not the same, say I changed, but I